So, I just wanted to speak on the things that transpired yesterday. My own views, my own opinions. What happened yesterday was very disheartening. It was sad. It was it was disgraceful as an American, not even as a Republican or as a Democrat or whatever. Just as an American, period, it was shameful and it was disgusting and it should have never happened. It just should have never happened. Trump has been inciting this to happen for weeks, literally for weeks. He has been on social media, sitting there saying how he can't wait for January 6th, January 6th, January 6th. And I heard him. I'm on Twitter. I follow social media pretty good. I didn't really pay that much into it, but I did hear since the election, he's been really banking on January 6th. And then more recently, with the last week or so, he's been talking about it even more, telling his people to storm the Capitol, come down there. There's strength in numbers. We're not weak. Don't show your weakness. Just all the things he was saying was just, you know, it was a par for what happened yesterday. So my question is, it didn't even start the rioting, or the protesting and the bashing. It actually started the night before yesterday, is when it actually started, because they were clashing with some of the police the night before. So you mean to tell me that that wasn't a heads up, a wake up call? Like, you know what? Hey, we might need security tomorrow. The Electoral College is usually a quiet type of thing, but it's been made blatantly clear this year by Trump that this was going on and that he was going to have the election overturned, and that his vice president was going to be, helping to get this overturned. And they didn't think to guard the Capitol. They didn't think to have the military there, the FBI, all the cops that they could get there. They didn't think to do none of that. So when 1 o'clock rolled around, all hell broke loose. I've watched it from the beginning to the end. All hell broke loose. They were bashing in the windows, running over the police, breaking into the Capitol. They were throwing things. They were in Nancy Pelosi's office. They were taking pictures with one of the police officers. They were helping a lady down the stairs. They were just doing everything. Just doing everything. And while I'm watching, I want to say 2 hours, no cops. A couple police, they were being run over by the MAGA crew. They were being run over by them inside of the Capitol, so they couldn't control them. For 2 hours, there were no barricades, there were no police, there was nothing. They were just climbing the walls, hanging from the walls. Lord knows they were putting a swinging a Nazi flag inside of the Capitol. That hasn't been done. That hasn't even come close to the Capitol in eons. Not one cop, not one arrest, not nothing. Not nothing, not one thing did I see that was like, okay, they got this under control. They did not move in to do anything until well after 4 p.m. Now, mind you, this had been started around 1. By 4 o'clock, they had in they put in a curfew, 6 o'clock. So these Antifa people, rioting people, whatever, hoodlums, thugs, they were leaving. So by the time the police got inside to do what they needed to do, the hoodlums, the thugs, they dispersed. What the fuck you gonna do then? They were already gone. The damage had already been done. The damage was already done. So now let's rewind. Let's rewind to the summer. Black Lives Matter. George Floyd gets murdered. Yes, murdered. All hell breaks loose. But before the all hell broke loose, there was cops everywhere. There were guard gates up everywhere. There was military everywhere. Not only was it military, but they had their motherfucking guns drawn, cocked, and ready. Before the protesters even arrived to DC. Before. So they knew about this and they prepared to have this. They were ready. They were ready. They were ready before we even got there. That bothers me. Because where is the same at? Where is the same in this? People are comparing it, saying, oh, but Black Lives Matter, Black Lives Matter. Yeah, we did it because we're being killed. We didn't do it because we lost. And we can't take a loss. You know, we black, we take losses all the time. We used to that shit. We used to taking losses. We built for that. We were protesting because some of these bad officers are out here killing us, people of color. They're killing us. That's why we're protesting. These people, I'm going to call it what it is, these white people, they're out here rioting and looting and breaking the Capitol. The Capitol. They destroyed it. They tore it. They tore it to pieces. Because of Trump? Because Trump set this bullshit up for their ass to come out and do this, and he told you guys, "Oh, I'm gonna be down there with you at the Capitol." He wasn't even there. He was watching that shit on TV. I saw the video. He was watching it on TV. He wasn't even there. So y'all all went down there, did all of this to insurrect, to try to overturn election because you guys lost. Take your loss and go home. There's no need to be destructive. There's no need for all of this. What happened yesterday was, I don't even have the words. I'm so disgusted and hurt and angry by it. It's just not right. And I'm hurt behind the fact that, yes, they did what they did, but what's really, really getting under my skin is that they weren't treated the same as us. They weren't smacked around, dragged around, stepped on, knee on their neck. It wasn't none of that. Guns drawn, pepper spray and hand grenade thingies and all of that. They didn't get any of that. They didn't get that. What they got was White Lady B was in Capitol Hill, ain't had no business there, but they helped her down the stairs. White officer in the Capitol taking a picture with one of the looters. I mean, where's the fairness in that? Where's the fairness in that? And then in the beginning, they're the protesters. No, they're not protesting. Call it what it is. You didn't call us protesting. You called us rioters and hoodlums. Call them the same motherfucking thing. Call them the same motherfucking thing. They're rioters. They're fucking looters. You know, President Trump was out there screaming with the Black Lives Matter. Oh, lock them up. Lock them up. They gonna get 10 years. They gonna get 10 years for vandalizing federal property. Okay. So what do these people get? They took vandalizing to the 100th power, honey. I mean, they was all up in Nancy Pelosi's office, took one of her pieces of mail. What do they get? Oh, so the FBI put out oh, we need help to find these people? Motherfucker, they all over the TV. Put your fucking technology to use. You fucking find these people and you prosecute them. And you get Trump the hell out of office. I heard he's trying to pardon himself. Get his ass up out of here. He needs to go. Twitter took a stance. Facebook took a stance. Instagram took a stance. All of a sudden, now they blocked him. I'm sorry. It's a little too late, don't you think? They should have did that a long time ago. Now, all of a sudden, it's, oh my God, we gotta block him. Oh my God, he's inciting, he's doing this. No, y'all should have took that stance before all of this happened. Trump has been planning this for weeks, even months. He was calling the election rigged before the election even started. He was putting that shit into people's brains from the rip. He was saying that before the election even started. Okay. So, like, where is the same thing? The way you treat us is the same way they need to be treated. I don't feel as though it's right. It's not fair. We get treated very badly in this country. And all we're asking for is the same amount of treatment, the same fairness that you do with these white people. That's all. And that's how I feel. Had to let that out.